A documented record of identified risks, their owners, and treatment status is called a risk register, b. risk appetite, c. business impact analysis, d. control catalog. The correct answer is risk register. A risk register is a central repository tracking each risk, its assessment, owner, and treatment decisions. Which is the main security concern with orphaned accounts? A. They use encryption. B. They retain access with no active, accountable owner. C. They cannot log in. D. They improve performance. The correct answer is they retain access with no active, accountable owner. Orphaned accounts' no current owner can be abused and lack accountability, so they should be removed. A certificate of destruction is useful because it a. encrypts data, b. provides documented proof that metadata was securely destroyed, c. assigns IPs, d. speeds disposal. The correct answer is provides documented proof that metadata was securely destroyed. A certificate of destruction documents proper, verifiable disposal for compliance and audit. Key escrow refers to a. sharing keys publicly, b. deleting keys, c. storing copies of keys with a trusted party for recoverable access, d. rotating keys hourly. The correct answer is storing copies of keys with a trusted party for recoverable access. Key escrow keeps a recoverable copy of keys under controlled conditions for recovery or lawful access. Passwordless authentication typically replaces the password with a username only, b. possession biometric factors like a device key or passkey, c. a longer password, d. a security question. The correct answer is possession biometric factors like a device key or passkey. Passwordless methods authenticate via device-bound keys and/or biometrics instead of a shared secret. Which backup type copies only data changed since the last backup of any type? A. Full backup, b. incremental backup, c. differential backup, d. mirror backup. The correct answer is incremental backup. Incremental backups copy only changes since the last backup of any type, saving space, but requiring all increments to restore. Why should each user have a unique account rather than a shared one? A. To avoid passwords. B. To slow logins. C. To preserve accountability by tracing actions to individuals. D. To use more storage. The correct answer is to preserve accountability by tracing actions to individuals. Unique accounts let logs attribute actions to specific people, which shared accounts prevent. Which protocol is used to send email between mail servers? A. SNMP, B. POP3, C. SMTP, D. IMAP. The correct answer is SMTP. The Simple Mail Transfer Protocol SMTP, port 25 sends and relays email between servers. Looking over someone's shoulder to capture their password or PIN is called A. shoulder surfing, B. pretexting, C. dumpster diving, D. tailgating. The correct answer is shoulder surfing. Shoulder surfing observes a victim entering credentials or sensitive data directly or via cameras. An N1 redundancy design means A. One spare extra component beyond the minimum needed, B. half capacity, C. double everything, D. no spares. The correct answer is one spare extra component beyond the minimum needed. N1 provides one additional unit, for example power supply, beyond what's required, tolerating one failure. A document between two parties expressing intent to work together, generally not legally binding, is an A. SLA, B. NDA, C. MOU Memorandum of Understanding, D. BPA. The correct answer is MOU Memorandum of Understanding. An MOU records a mutual understanding or intent and is typically non-binding, unlike a contract or SLA. Which hashing algorithm is considered broken and should not be used for security? A. SHA-3, B. SHA-512, C. SHA-256, D. MD5. The correct answer is MD5. MD5 and SHA-1 are cryptographically broken due to collisions. Use SHA-256 or stronger. Which is the best reason to disable unused network ports and services? A. To save electricity only. B. To reduce the attack surface. C. To increase font size. D. To speed up DNS. The correct answer is to reduce the attack surface. Disabling unnecessary ports and services removes potential entry points, shrinking the attack surface. A false negative is especially dangerous because it A. Uses storage, B. Means a real threat went undetected, C. Slows the network, D. Locks out users. The correct answer is means a real threat went undetected. False negatives are missed real threats, leaving the organization exposed without an alert. Which protocol prevents switching loops in a network with redundant links? A. SDP Spanning Tree Protocol, B. ICMP, C. SMTP, D. ARP. The correct answer is SDP Spanning Tree Protocol. Spanning Tree Protocol disables redundant paths to prevent Layer 2 loops broadcast storms. Which is the best description of security awareness versus security training? A. Awareness requires certification. B. Training is for customers only. C. Awareness builds general recognition of risks. Training teaches specific skills procedures. D. They are identical. The correct answer is awareness builds general recognition of risks. Training teaches specific skills procedures. Awareness raises general vigilance. Training imparts role-specific skills and procedures. Which email security mechanism adds a cryptographic signature to outgoing messages to verify integrity and origin? A. SBF, B. DMARC, C. ARP, D. DKIM. The correct answer is DKIM. The main keys identified mail DKIM signs messages so recipients can verify they weren't altered and came from the domain. Alternate backup communication methods in a BCP exist because A. They are faster daily, B. They are cheaper, C. Primary channels, for example phones email, may be unavailable during a disaster, D. They replace backups. The correct answer is primary channels, for example phones email, may be unavailable during a disaster. Disasters can knock out normal communications, so plans include alternates, for example out-of-band methods. Which U.S. law sets security requirements for federal government information systems? A. COPPA, B. FISMA, C. PCI DSS, D. GLBA. The correct answer is FISMA. The Federal Information Security Management Act FISMA mandates security programs for U.S. federal agencies and systems. A capability table differs from an ACL in that it is organized by A. Object, listing subjects, B. Time of day, C. Subject, listing the objects it can access, D. Network port. The correct answer is subject, listing the objects it can access. A capability table is subject-centric, what a subject can access, whereas an ACL is object-centric. Which port does standard, unencrypted HTTP use? A. AD. B. 443. C. 8080. D. 23. The correct answer is 80. HTTP uses TCP port 80. It transmits data in cleartext, unlike HTTPS on 443. Which is the best description of separation of duties in operations? A. No oversight. B. Sharing admin accounts. C. One admin does everything. D. Splitting sensitive tasks so no single person controls the whole process. The correct answer is splitting sensitive tasks so no single person controls the whole process. Separation of duties divides critical operational tasks to deter fraud and catch errors. Which best defines a security baseline? A. The maximum acceptable risk level. B. A list of all known vulnerabilities. C. A penetration testing report. D. A minimum required level of security for a system. The correct answer is a minimum required level of security for a system. A baseline establishes the minimum security configuration that systems must meet as a starting point. Which U.S. law focuses on the accuracy and integrity of corporate financial reporting and related controls? A. COPPA. B. FERPA. C. SOX Sarbanes-Oxley. D. HIPAA. The correct answer is SOX Sarbanes-Oxley. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act SOX imposes controls and accountability for the integrity of public companies' financial reporting. During recovery, before returning a system to production, you should A. Disable logging. B. Skip testing. C. Validate it is clean and functioning, then monitor closely. D. Delete backups. The correct answer is validate it is clean and functioning, then monitor closely. Recovery includes verifying the system is restored, threat-free, and then watching for recurrence. Granting a user permission to read a specific folder after they log in is an example of A. Authorization. B. Authentication. C. Identification. D. Auditing. The correct answer is authorization. Authorization determines what an authenticated subject is allowed to do, such as which resources they may access. An MSSP is A. A managed security service provider that operates security services for clients. B. A backup format. C. A hashing algorithm. D. A firewall brand. The correct answer is a managed security service provider that operates security services for clients. An MSSP delivers outsourced security monitoring management, for example, a managed SOC. An unauthorized person following an authorized employee through a secure door without authenticating is called A. Phishing. B. Pivoting. C. Spoofing. D. Tailgating piggybacking. The correct answer is tailgating piggybacking. Tailgating is when someone follows an authorized person through a door to bypass physical access controls. Which wireless security standard is considered broken and should never be used? A. WPA2. B. WPA3. C. WEP. D. WPA. The correct answer is WEP. Wired Equivalent Privacy WEP has serious cryptographic flaws and is easily cracked. It is deprecated. Adversaries motivated by political or social causes who attack systems to make a statement are commonly called A. Insiders. B. White hat hackers. C. Script kiddies. D. Hacktivists. The correct answer is hacktivists. Hacktivists carry out attacks to promote political or social agendas rather than for financial gain. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments. and tell us what topics you want us to cover next. Want to practice more? Download the app and get hundreds of free practice questions with detailed explanations.